If you like the Lord of the Rings movies and you were excited about The Hobbit, your excitement was just dwindled. It was deflated. It was made flaccid because Guillermo del Toro is leaving the Hobbit movie.
Yep. And its sequel.
Yeah. You know, here's the thing. Oh, I like the Lord of the Rings, but the Hobbit's always kind of been my favorite, and I can completely pin that on the animated Hobbit movie that came out decades ago, and I used to watch that constantly when I was a kid. I love, Bilbo Baggins first meeting Gandalf, and then he meets all the other dwarves, and they go through on the little adventure, and he gets the ring, and then they have to fight Smaug, and then you have that massive war where the dwarves, the elves, and the humans are gonna go at it, and then all of a sudden they see all the orcs or whatever coming at them, and they have to fight them off. I love that, and I was so excited to see this for this to be made because I wanted to see that in live action. Because here's the thing, Guillermo del Toro can direct, and not only that, but I'm pretty sure that the guy who made the three Lord of the Rings movies, what's his name?
Peter Jackson.
Yes, Peter Jackson. I believe he's like producing. So we basically had a winning team here who was going to give us like an awesome movie, two awesome movies, and that is slowly falling apart. And I don't know who can come in and clean it up, but
Hmm.
your
Um.
thought?
Well, he's pulled out from directing, and it says in his quote that he's still, he wishes everyone the best of luck, and it's just, oh my god, this is like probably the only good thing. I know Peter Jackson did have a part to play in the making of this film,
Yeah,
but what was going to make this, so much, what was going to, separate this from the Hobbit film, from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, was, for me, it was going to be, and what I was most looking forward to was the costumes and the brilliant, brilliant cosmetics that Del Toro does so brilliantly.
yeah.
Um, because that is by far probably the most recognizable thing about Del Toro's stuff. We've seen Pan's Labyrinth and we've seen Hellboy, and
Yeah, he knows
those
how to make things look good.
yeah, those films blow you away. I just don't know what they're gonna do now because this better not get cancelled. I want to see this film be made.
Yeah.
Um, I believe they're already like 2 years into the actual making, and
Okay, I know what we can do. Everyone, get your money together and send hookers to Del Toro. Make him a happy man, and he'll make the movie. This is an order.
thing is, the reason he said he left was because economic-based delays on production, which basically means, as far as the recession, I'm presuming, goes, they haven't had the money to make the film.
Okay, Avatar pulled enough money into Hollywood to have this thing made. James Cameron, stop being a whore and give some of your money away to help get this movie made. You and Peter Jackson are like supposed to be old buddies or something. I help him out.
Even if you aren't, just give him your goddamn money.
Seriously, I want to see a good movie instead of more 3D Fern Gully.
Pretty much. I don't have much more to say than this is the most depressing article
Yeah,
of the day, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah. It's like Mark Hamill. If what he said is true, that would be depressing. But since I don't believe that he's actually leaving the Joker, I'm not that depressed.
And
But
wouldn't
this, yeah. But this is just like it's like someone kicked me in my nuts.
and another thing that I forgot to mention about the Mark Hamill thing is, if he leaves, does that mean Arkham Asylum 2 is going to be the last one? Because the
Maybe I
Joker's
don't know.
pretty much been the, well, he appears to be the big bad guy in the second one as well. So
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would that would kind of suck if it was the ending, but it might be. Uh, the thing is, whenever Mark comes to do the Joker, Paul Dini and Bruce Timm aren't that far behind. And same thing with Kevin Conroy being, Batman. That's all like one big team, and if one of them leaves, they might all leave. Which means if Hamill actually stops being the Joker, we might lose Kevin Conroy as Batman, we might lose Bruce Timm and Paul Dini doing, their Batman stuff, and that would kind of suck.
Pretty much.
Especially since Bruce Timm getting other people to play Batman hasn't been that great.
Yeah, so next story, I guess, and the final story.
Runaways. Get a screenwriter.
Pretty much.
Did you find any information on the show that you guys done?
No, I didn't. There's the one show which which they give us, which I have never heard of.
It's called No Heroics.
I'm presuming it's fairly. I'm presuming that's probably the best that he's done. I'm guessing. Otherwise, why even bother mentioning it? He doesn't. The guy doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
Okay, see, that is just sad.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what there.
Oh my god.
There's no. I don't. What am I meant to think about this?
Okay, I didn't notice this at first because I really didn't read the article that much. I just kind of skimmed through it. But let me read the beginning to you. You might remember from a while back that Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist director Peter Solet is attached to direct a big screen adaptation of Runaways. What? The director of Nick and Nora's Infinite? Are you for real?
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. It sounds serious.
Oh my god. Just light me on fire. How about you just light me on fire and we'll be done. Seriously, come on now. Nick and Nora, you couldn't get a better director than that?
Well, The Runaways is pretty low key as far as, but it's Joss Whedon.
What?
Isn't The Runaways written by Joss Whedon?
I don't know. I've never read it.
I'm pretty sure it is. Why doesn't he just direct?
I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up Runaways real quick. How many minutes do we have left?
We've got 3 minutes.
About to find out some info on the Runaways.
Published by Marvel Comics.
Yeah, I know Eric's just like commenting, why don't you guys know anything? I'm gonna stab you. Read Scott Pilgrim and the Runaways. Oh wait, never mind. He doesn't listen to any of our videos, so it's not important.
Oh. And no, apparently it wasn't created by Joss Whedon. But even so, come on.
Who was it created by though?
Brian K. Vaughan.
Oh my God, Brian K. Vaughan?
Yeah.
He's the guy that wrote Why the Last Man. Now I have to read Runaways. You should all go buy Why the Last Man. It's like the greatest thing ever. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. It's like, dude, and he was born in Cleveland, Ohio? Sweetness! I'm winning.
Yes, he's winning in the game of life. But yeah, there's just there's nothing to go on here, really, as far as the film goes.
Okay, one thing I don't understand. All right, Brian K. Vaughan, they're planning on doing a Why the Last Man movie, which is frightening to me. But they got David Goyer to be part of that. Why couldn't they? If they're doing another movie based on something he created, why don't they get David Goyer to be part of that? And better question, why don't they just get David Goyer to be like writing for every comic movie?
That's a very good point.
He wrote Blade 1 and 2. He basically wrote Batman and The Dark Knight. The Nolan, kind of took over with The Dark Knight, but still, he kind of like set it all up.
Mm-hmm.
The dude's a freaking genius. I mean, granted, he can't direct worth crap, but when it comes to writing, he's a freaking genius when it comes to comics. So I don't know why. I just think that the comic book industry, when it comes to movies, they're just trying to hurt me right now. So I just wanted to, yeah.
Well, I've shown my opinions on how every movie being created nowadays is essentially just comics. Um,
And some is amazing, and some is kind of a letdown.
and I have the feeling this is going to be a very big letdown.
Especially when I now am forced to go by The Runaways because it's written by Brian K. Vaughan.
Well, there you go. I don't know why I thought it was Joss Whedon. Anyway, I guess that's our opinions on The Runaways, and
Yeah.
that's the end of the news show.
So yeah, we don't know if this will be a running theme. It might be a running theme where, cause, I mean, who wants to listen to,
Some Nebraskan.
Yeah, I know, like, he's always eating corn, it's stuck in his teeth while he's talking to you, it's shooting at you through the computer. I mean, who wants that?
And his little devil spawn is always shouting profanities across the microphone at me whilst recording. It's unprofessional.
And you're her father, that's the worst part about it.
You disgust me.